How much problems we have today, hopefully none, technology-wise. Give me some chapter 8.
You got that piece. Come in a little bag. That's why I had a little kid. Yeah, it was small Kit Kat. I like, no, I ain't know. Four little small pieces. That's probably you.
Get y'all to sign the roll for me here.
I'm sure I bring some of these players. Keep me up a little bit. We don't like it. Zone in, zone out. All right. Jeez. Some water. All the way. I might go get me a phone. Okay, you know they're only 50 machines in the machine. Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, folks, we are 2 chapters this week, 8 and 9. We're going to move away from the planning phase to look at organizing. I'm going to spend some time today talking about an organization chart, how those are created and how they are used to show reporting and hopefully tying into the organization's objectives. So we'll talk about the division of labor and some of the structure there. On Thursday, we'll do chapter 9, which is on delegating. We are coming up quickly on the next test, I believe, next week. So we'll talk about that on Thursday as well. So keep that in mind as you're going through this. Okay. Let's look at a very quick 2-minute video to start us off and get us into the mode of what organizational structure is.
Hello there, buddy. With a little help from my animated friends, let's find out what organizational structure means. And meet Nancy. She's the Chief Executive Officer, or CEO, of Awesome Corp, a company with 35 employees. Well, this is Jim. He's the Chief Operating Officer, or COO, of Awesome Corp. He's Nancy's second in command and reports directly to her. Jim oversees a wide variety of areas, including production, sales, and marketing. Mutlu is the Chief Financial Officer, or CFO. Simply put, he's responsible for the financial health of the company. Nancy, Jim, and Mutlu are Awesome Corp's executive team. But Awesome Corp has more employees than just 3, a lot more. Let's take a look at the financial department. And as you remember, Mutlu is the CFO, and this is his team. Layla is a senior receivables accountant. She manages accounts receivables. That's the money coming into the company from its customers. She makes sure invoices get issued and that Awesome Corp gets paid on time. Well, this is Thomas. He's Layla's peer, meaning that they are likely to receive comparable compensation, and they both report to Mutlu. Thomas's area is slightly different, though. Thomas handles accounts payable. That's the money that the company pays to its suppliers and service providers. He also happens to handle the company's taxes. Susan is a procurement specialist. She works with the company's suppliers and partners to make sure the company always has sufficient resources and that service contracts are up to date. She frequently scouts new vendors in order for Awesome Corp to get the best prices. Thomas is her manager. Ahoy, financial department. Of course, there are more departments. Together, all these employees from Awesome Corp, decision-making power flows from the top to the bottom, with a greater concentration at the top. All companies are slightly different, but this will give you a solid start. For practice, try sketching out an organizational structure of your company or college. Good luck.
Okay, so really short and sweet, but just to give you an idea of where we're going in this chapter, we are talking about the overall structure, organizational structure in a company. You see the organizing term, of course, that involves much more than just an organization chart, but this chapter focuses in on creating the overall organization chart as to who reports and so on. I'll catch all those CEOs and CFOs and COOs and stuff. I can remember when I got my first job out of college, I went to a training session and they used all those C things and I didn't know what they were talking about. So here's your chapter that explains the CEO is your Chief Executive Officer, COO is your Chief Operating Officer, and the CFO is your Chief Financial Officer, which are commonly found in most companies. So let's see if we can get our PowerPoint rolling today. All right. All right. I have a PowerPoint showing here. I don't know if anybody else sees it or not. Hope so.
It's not showing the PowerPoint.
Okay, let's try again then. I know we have it on one screen over here. How about you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you guys may have to watch over here then. I don't know that I can actually bring it back over. But you've got your PowerPoints here, so that's fine. All right, so fundamentals of organizing. All right, we're going to look at the organizing function, and again, we're thinking of the overall company's organization, who reports to whom, not getting yourself organized as far as how you're going to approach your day, which is certainly a management function, but it's not where this chapter is going. We'll talk about bureaucracy a little bit. That kind of gets in the way of getting management done. But it has its benefits as well. Advantages and disadvantages of dividing the labor up. We will look at how complex it actually is sometimes to come up with your appropriate organizational structure, because there are certain ways you can go at it, and some are better than others. And again, just looking at some of the advantages and disadvantages for different types of departmentalization. All right, so organizing is the process of establishing orderly uses for resources within your management system. Notice that they're not just talking about your employees, they're including all resources in this definition here, but this chapter does focus mostly on the people side of things. So what we want to be able to do is to develop our organization's skills so that we can get the reporting structure in the best possible way to help solve any kind of problems as they occur. So your organization is the end result of the organizing process. All right, we do have some guidelines available to us from Fayol, another management theorist that we've had a lot of information in our textbook from already. Each resource is an investment. So you have to think about the people in your company being an investment to the business. And the management system is trying to get a return from that investment. Okay, so the company is investing in people and they expect to get a return for that. Of course, not just people again, machinery are investment, factories are investments, we have buildings that are investments, and of course we want to get as much return from those as well, but we're focusing in on the people side today. We want to increase efficiency and effectiveness. So there are 16 general guidelines presented by Fayol. And they're going through step by step here. Judiciously prepare and execute the operating plan, organize the human and material facets so they're consistent with the objectives, and a formal management structure, a single, competent, energetic guiding authority. Okay? Coordinate all activities and efforts, formulate clear, distinct, and precise decisions, arrange for efficient selection so that each department is headed by a competent, energetic manager. Define everyone's duties, encourage initiative and responsibility. Offer fair and suitable rewards. Make use of sanctions against faults and errors, maintain discipline. Ensure that individual interests are consistent with the interest of the organization. Recognize the unity of command, promote both material and human coordination. Institute and effect controls and avoid regulations, red tape, and paperwork. Boy, I wish there were some businesses that actually followed number 16 about the paperwork and the red tape and the regulations, which seem to take up a lot of time. Okay. So 5 steps in organization. Understand it again. What the deal is the problem with that? It's like, all right. 5 steps in the organizing process. We're going to go back to our plans and objectives. All right, that's our starting point. A major task, divide those tasks into subtasks, allocate resources and directives for the subtask, and then again, evaluate your results. So everything should tie back into what your plans and objectives are, just like what we talked about in the last couple of chapters. And again, that last step is feedback so that you can make any adjustments from anything that you have learned along the way. Now we have some classical organizing theory created mainly by Weber called the bureaucratic model. The bureaucratic model is strict procedures and rules, lays out the rules very clearly. They show the hierarchy of the organization, and people who are working together are not really personal with each other. They're impersonal relationships. The classic management style call for people to come into work, do what they were told to do, and go home. Okay? That's the old way of doing things. And some managers still follow that. There was a very clear division of labor. Each person had a certain number of tasks assigned to them. That did allow for people to become very specialized in what they were doing and very efficient in what they were doing. But it also made for not such a happy workforce because they became bored very easily. Okay, just repetitively doing the same thing over and over again actually ended up increasing production and it overlooked the
Yeah, it keeps cutting off. Sometimes.
Christina, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you over there. It just keeps Coordination is the orderly arrangement of a group effort, people coordinating together but doing it so orderly, all under one goal. It has kind of a synchronized order of tasks. The Mary Parker Paulette guidelines recommended peer discussion to resolve problems. The managers will do the planning, and the maintaining is a continuous process. Two types of structure, organizational structure out there, formal and an informal structure. And what I have alluded to so far is the formal structure. That's the actual organization chart, shows who reports to whom, and so on. But there is an informal structure in most organizations that kind of rises spontaneously or evolves naturally. That's not represented by anything that is written down on a piece of paper. The organization chart itself is a graphic illustration of the structure of the firm, typically in a pyramid form. You saw the one that we looked at in that little short video with the most high-ranking individual in the company at the top, and then the people reporting to that person underneath, and then more people reporting to the other people underneath. So it forms a pyramid with boxes that have jobs and positions in them. Typically on an organization chart, you don't really see, you see the names of the positions, not the people's name. However, at times it may be necessary to go in and fill in actual people's name. The lines that connect the boxes on an organization chart, they represent communication lines, the formal communication lines. All right, so vertically, up and down, we're looking at the chain of command. And you really should have every employee reporting to only one manager. Okay, I don't know if any of you have ever worked in a situation where you actually had more than one manager to report to, but it makes it very, very hard to know who you're supposed to be responding to. And it could be that the managers have conflicting goals. So I've been in situations like that before, where I've been put on not here, but in other places, where I was put on like a special assignment somewhere, where I still had a manager in my regular job, but I had another manager in that special assignment type thing. And there was a true conflict. Who became first priority for me? Whose requests do I honor first? The number of employees one manager can effectively manage is called a span of managers. How many employees can one manager effectively handle? Okay, and of course, different companies will have different numbers there because of the different types of businesses there are. The height of the organizational chart can make a big difference. The height is going to show the number of levels of management and underneath how many people are reporting to each one. And we have seen many times where people sometimes think that companies are top on their pyramid. They have too many managers and not enough workers, or the other way around. But the height of the chart will tell you something about the organization as well. Horizontally, you'll see your departments spread out and how they interact with each other. They are usually in specialties, like you might have the finance department, you might have the human resource department, and you might have a buildings and grounds department or something. All different departments that are specializing in what they're doing, but they're on an equal footing as far as their managerial level. All right, departmentalization is used by most companies. They do break up their organization by departments in most cases. They can be done by function. You have functional heads that have consistent messages, but sometimes it's difficult to move between functions. Or it could be actually broken down by product. You could have a department for the one particular product and another department that's responsible for another product that your company is making, and so on. But that might mean that there's some potential to miss out on some customers that are in different locations and so on. You can also divide your departments up by geography. You have a department over the Northwest and another one over the Southeast region and so on. So that has some advantages in that sometimes you can rotate your managers among your departments a little bit easier. You can departmentalize by customers. You see a lot of computer software companies departmentalized by customers. They may have a group of customers who are in business and industry, and another group of customers who are in education, and another group of customers who are at-home users. Okay, so they specialize by who their customers are. And then you may do a departmentalization in a matrix, which you get to pool your resources for short, long-term projects, but sometimes it's difficult for employees to really grasp hold to that matrix setup. So, usually easier for them to see some of these other departmentalizations. So that's a typical functional organization chart. Okay, CEO at the top, Chief Executive Officer, and then we got 3 vice presidents, each one of them doing a particular function, one for marketing, one for research and development, and one for finance. That's a very common type of organization chart. But if Sony were to organize by department, we've got a VP of electronics, one for entertainment, and one for financial services, each reporting to the CEO. All right, by By geography, you've got a VP of Asia, one of North America, and one of Europe. So hopefully these little charts are helping you understand the difference of these different types of organization charts. By customer, we've got VP of electronics retailers, of music retailers, and of movie distributors. So different customers each have their own department. The matrix one you can see is a little more complicated, and that's why it makes it sometimes difficult for not only the employees to understand the reported scheme of things, but also the customer to understand exactly what's going on. So you've got VP of Marketing, Research and Development, and Finance, which are all functional type departments, and then we got more functions down here. Marketing support staff, R&D support staff going to each one of these VPs and so on. But on the side, they're broken down by their products. So it's not only functional, it's also by product. So different things can influence what organizational structure a company has. It could be managerial forces or a particular task that they are trying to accomplish. Could be something going on in the environment, or it could be the employees from pushing up with a particular type of formal structure, subordinate forces. Okay, so look at this particular chart shows what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different levels of management with, of course, this is a pyramid shape. Okay, but adhering to the chain of command is not always advisable in this case, because there are some people that are kind of left out of that direct link as far as the chain of command goes. Now, informal structures, again, are things that are going to occur, not necessarily written down on a paper. They are loosely coupled worker networks, as it says here. Smaller companies and industries that are rapidly changing tend to have more informal structures, whereas our more stable, large companies tend to stick up with the formal organization structures. All right, so let's take a look at video.
Hey, Rick, I'm here. Hey, it's wicked cold out this week, and so I was set up to do some videos. So rather than write a blog this week, I thought I'd maybe just take a quick moment, shoot a really quick video for you and give you the tip that I was going to write in my blog this week. And the tip this week was going to be all about your org structure. See, here's what happens. Most people, most business owners don't focus on their org chart. They don't think that it's all that critical, but in fact it is. It's very critical for people to know what they're responsible for and how they relate to one another, to make sure that there's nothing left uncovered, that all the loose ends are tied up. So here's a couple of tips for you that I'd like to encourage you to think about. One is, build your organization chart as if you're looking 3 years in the future. So look out 3 years. What would your organization look like in 3 years? Imagine that, draw it out, and that way you'll be able to know where you're going to head with your organization. The second thing I'd encourage you to do is draw your organization chart based on function rather than individual. So make sure that you have all the functions laid out rather than think about it. So if you only have 2 or 3 people on your team, there are more than 2 or 3 boxes. There may be 6 or 8 boxes, and individuals are doing more than one job. So you have to be clear about that by drawing your organization chart by function. And once you do that, looking 3 years out by function, then you can start to put individuals into the boxes. And you'll notice I have a box that's different for the owner than for the operations manager. That's for a reason, because the owner, who is you, the owner's role is very different than the operations manager role, which may also be you. You may also be the person that's responsible for your marketing. So you may find yourself in various boxes, multiple boxes. And there may be somebody, let's say that Joe is in the operations box. He may also be responsible for purchasing and the assembly function. He may have 3 different operations that he's responsible for. Show that on your org chart. It tells people in your organization that there's opportunities to grow, that there are places that I can aspire to move up to. So lay it out for 3 years, define it in terms of functions, and then what this will allow you to do is be able to look at your organization of the future and be able to say with certainty, here's the sequence in which I want to hire new people onto my team. So as I look at my organization, the first role that I want to fill is my marketing role. I want to move myself out of my marketing role so that I'm no longer doing that. And then secondly, I want to add a sales rep to my team. And then thirdly, I want to get Joe some help on the assembly side. So I can use my org chart to do several things, to help my team know who does what responsibilities are tied to who. It also tells me what opportunities are going to exist to move up in the organization or to expand in the organization. And thirdly, it's going to help me sequence my future hiring. A powerful way to look at your organization, if you structure it this way and put it down visually so you can see it. I hope that helps you. If you've got questions on this, don't hesitate to to shoot them towards me. I'll be glad to answer them. But I hope this is something that can help you make your organization stronger and make your business more profitable and more powerful. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Rich Allen, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next profit tip.
Okay, so interesting that he chose a particular type of organizational structure.
I'm Nick Kitchen. I'm an organisational consultant, executive coach and facilitator, and I work a lot with organisations.
You can see that he clearly thought that organizing by function is the preferred method, but also notice that he started off by the actual jobs and then later infilled in the people's names and used that as a tool to help to forecast the future of the business. He thought 3 years in advance, so very good. I also wanted to tell you that if you just YouTube organizational charts, you will find a number of tools that will help you actually draw those organizational charts. So just, software programs and so on that will help you lay things out. And once you create one, you need to go back and revise it along the way. You may find that certain jobs actually evolve into different reporting schemes. All right. So let's see here. I want to go back and show you our Blackboard page because there are no homework assignments this week as far as anything that has to be submitted to me. Of course, you do still have to do all of your reading and so on. I have quite a bit of catch-up work to do on grading some of those. All of that assignment that you all did back at week 2, I think those have all been graded, but week 3, and I have to tell you, I have like 40-some students. It takes me a while to go through each one of them. Reading like that, it's not like a math class where I could just check off your answers. So then you all just submitted your personal mission statements. I still have those to look at. So nothing else this week because I want to catch up with it as far as that goes. Let me pull up the syllabus here so we can look at the calendar to get prepared for what's coming up. 8 and 9 this week. Okay, and then again, as I said, test 2 is next week. We will probably end up having to do that like we did the last time, where I'll test in one location on Tuesday and the other location on Thursday. So keep that in mind. It'll still be open book and open note, but cannot go out to any other website. Let me emphasize that because I did have some violation of that last time. So once you get started in the test, you cannot go out of the test. Then we have a couple of chapters, and hallelujah, spring break's on its way, right? So let's just hope we actually have a spring during spring break. But we'll be moving quite along here and making our way, good progression through the semester here. So let's stop that share. That'll give you an idea of where you stand for the next week. Go ahead and be getting yourself stuff together.
Somebody's raising their hand.
Oh, somebody had a question? Oh, well, okay. If you all had a question over there, just let me know, or if you can't communicate well, just over this, just shoot me an email, or I'll be there Thursday. And I will be there, be in South Boston on Thursday, and we will cover exactly who's going to test which days and all that sort of stuff. Then get your PowerPoints and things together so you'll have access to those. All right.